Life comes at you pretty quickly, and so too do the other teams rolling down that opposite ramp, heading directly for you in the event we have today. A test of strength, physicality, some strategy, and obviously your mettle. This is Collision in the 2025 Marble League. Hey everybody, I'm Greg Woods. Hard to believe, no teams have been eliminated yet from the standings, and here we are in event 14 of 16. The Oceanics are up top. The Cobalts jumped a bunch. They are now up into second place. How about the Blackjacks? Up 7 into 6th. 3 teams at the bottom, Momo, Limers, and Balls of Chaos. They did not move. Raspberry Racers were dropping. Snowballs also down there. Here's how Collision works. You're going to roll directly at the other team, collide in the middle, and go flying off to the side. The goal is to stay on the platform. And it's not just hitting the other team. There's also those triggered ball bearings that come rolling down or shooting across the arena that can also knock you off. You'll see a lot of different strategies with how the teams approach this event, how they line up in the blocks, or how they choose to make impact. Four different groups, 5 marbles apiece. O'Rangers and Mellow Yellow get us started, and each team loses a couple right off the bat. O'Rangers drop 2 to the bottom side. And let's see here. They're going to lose another one. Each team knotted at 2 marbles remaining apiece. Limers and Raspberry Racers. Raspberry Racers have 3 on the top of the course. Do the Limers have any? No, they do not. A couple of those were not even collisions. They just went straight through. Now, yes, that is a part of the strategy as well. Prime the teams to hit together and then just move to the side and let their own momentum carry them across the course and send them off of the platform. Both teams learned this time. Only one lost, 5-4. See over there on the left, that's where the Limer knocked on through. The other dominoes were dislodged by the ball bearings. Mellow Yellow and Raspberry Racers now, and Mellow Yellow lost 3 to the bottom side, and a ball bearing tries to knock another one off, but does not. Raspberry Racers keep 4 on the table, 4-2. O'Rangers and Racers. See the speed at which these marbles shoot off to the side once they've made that impact. They carry a lot of momentum and energy with them down onto the course. The O'Rangers have won this event back in 2019. The Raspberry Racers have not even podiumed in it. Mellow Yellow and the Limers now. You can see the live updates down there at the bottom. A new addition to this year's Marble League. 4-2 becomes 3-2 right at the end. That's why you don't call out the score until all marbles have settled. So in Group A, those advancing will be the O'Rangers and Raspberry Racers. Limers and Mellow Yellow, latter of whom is our third place team in the standings. They go no further. Momo and the Oceanics get us started here in the second group. And it will be Momo getting the head-to-head win, 4-3. 3 of Momo missed entirely, all to the bottom side. They only lost 1 of those marbles off the table. Bumblebees and Balls of Chaos now. That was a fairly square impact for a few. Early losses stabilized. We're watching a couple of the marbles rolling toward the edges, but it is called 3-2 Balls of Chaos. It's actually been a while since we've even had this event in the Marble League. As Momo and the Bumblebees get going here. Watch over there in the upper right. Nope, they're stabilizing. Bumblebees 4-3 over Momo. Got to go back to 2022, the last time we saw collision in the Marble League. Back then, it was won by Team Primary. Big gap in the wall over there on the left. One of those Oceanics is meandering that way, now straightens out. Balls of Chaos only lose one, and they'll come away with the win 4-3, a team that really needs a good finish. They do have that one gold medal, but they're last in the standings overall. Team Momo not much better, down in 14th. Side impacts there, and the ball bearings do a bit of damage. It only leaves one apiece on the table for Momo and Balls of Chaos. Look to the bottom side here. Two Momos go through the same gap. Ball bearing knocks one of the Balls of Chaos up top. Also sending Momo to the side here. Oceanics and Bumblebees re-rack. Oceanics bump up against the wall, but manage to keep most of them on. Bumblebees lose one to the left up there. And that last roller, look at the one perched upper right. Wouldn't have mattered. 3-2, Oceanics will get the win here. Just tumbling over the side. Balls of Chaos and Momo advance. The lowest two in the group by current standings in the Marble League will be moving on versus the leader in the championship, the Oceanics. They're out. Snowballs, Green Ducks. Snowballs leave one dead in the center there, and only lose one each. Green Ducks, bronze medalists back in 2022. Cobalts and Midnight Wisps come down now. Midnight Wisps keep four on. They lose one up top. It keeps it even at 3. Watch that bottom marble. Nope. Safe. A tie. Cobalts never medaled in this event. Got to go back to 2016, the last time the Cobalts were even in the Marble League. That year it was won by the Thunderbolts. Cobalts will get the win here, head-to-head against the Snowballs, however. Talking about past historical success, really Team Primary, one of the better ones in this one. Winners in 2022, but bronze medalists 2 years in a row beyond that. As Green Ducks and Midnight Wisps see one of the Wisps shoot off toward the 4 o'clock angle here and lose another one that broke the tie, giving the Green Ducks the win here in Group C, match number 4. Thunderbolts have also been in there, silver medalists, gold medalists a couple times. As the Wisps and Snowballs go once again. Wisps with the current lead, and it looks like that's where it's going to stay. Nobody with enough energy to knock over the dominoes. And the Midnight Wisps, who are currently sitting in 7th in the overall standings. They dropped 4 after the last event in the Sand Moguls. Ducks and the Cobalts. Oh, hard impact. Ball bearings still working their way. Cobalts get a couple of friendly bounces off the walls. And this one will also end in a tie. A couple of those Green Ducks had near misses with ball bearings. Managed to stay safe. What does it do for the overall? Cobalts advance, Green Ducks advance. Nobody won more than one match in that group. Ready for Group D, Blackjacks and Savage Speeders come out now. Speeders, gold medalists at this event back in 2020. And as everybody settles, they'll draw on the first match. Those large ball bearings, once they start circling those magnets, they are dastardly. Team Galactic, Pinkies now. Pinkies had everybody on until those ball bearings gave a bit of help. Instead, we end 4-4. As we saw in the last group, draws will not hurt you. Just depends on what everybody else does in the group. Blackjacks and Galactic now. They get their turn. Silver medalists were Galactic 3 years ago. But it's the Blackjacks get the better hand this time, 3-2 in match 3. Only one of the Blackjacks even made it past mid-court. The rest were sent backwards on the collisions. But that worked out because they did not have enough energy imparted to them to knock over the dominoes. Instead, they sent that all toward the other team. Pinkies, 4-2 over the Savage Speeders here. Pinkies, runners-up in this event back in Marble Maniacs in 2020. They lost out that year to the Shining Swarm. Blackjacks and Pinkies, down they come. Blackjacks lost one very early, but managed to keep everybody else safe. They get the win, 4-3. Pinkies lost one. Look on the top side there, straight through that wall. Speeders, Galactic. Once we get through this group format, then it becomes a tournament-style bracket. And Team Galactic also beats the Speeders 4-2. They were a lot tighter in their formation. They sent one marble strategically onto that corner ramp, losing some of the energy against that ball bearing. Blackjacks, Pinkies, move on. Reminder, the tie is broken by the points for score. You've got points for and points allowed. So the teams that were eliminated in the group stage, they sashay their way off the screen. 9th through 16th, locked in. Galactic on down through the last place Speeders. All kinds of different brackets and tournament styles that you can do with the Skyway Chase set. Send whatever teams you want in whatever style of competition you choose, all to determine a winner. Got to give a shout out for that torch still burning bright up there. Nice flame. I had a nice discussion about that torch just this morning from a marshal from Dodge City. His name is Matt, if I remember right. He's a big fan of smoke. O-Rangers, Green Ducks get us started, and O-Rangers will advance in the first of the tournament brackets over the Green Ducks, this being the quarterfinal. 2 apiece lost up top. Green Ducks found their way through the gap down on the bottom. O-Rangers just missed it, bumping against those 2 dominoes that stayed upright. Balls of Chaos, Pinkies. Balls of Chaos, silver medalist 2019. Ball bearings spread across. Couple of gaps. Trapped the Pinkies on the right there. Sent 2 of them off, but Balls of Chaos in the meantime. Looks like they did about the same thing. 2 of theirs went through the same gap, and we are locked at 3. So we go to overtime. 3 marbles remaining. Come back down. Everybody stays on for the Balls of Chaos. Pinkies lost 2 over on the bottom right. And Balls of Chaos move on. Chaos just juked to the side, and that let the Pinkies carry too much speed right through the domino wall and out. Cobalts, Raspberry Racers. Most of the Cobalts go backwards. They sent Raspberry Racers tumbling sideways and off the course, and Cobalt's strategy worked, 4-3. They will advance to the semis. No interesting formations that we've seen so far this year. Perhaps that was clarified in the rules. Everybody has to start side by side. Blackjacks and Momo. Boy, Momo had a hard collision with the ball bearing right in the middle of the course. Got airborne, but managed to keep 4 marbles of the 5 in the arena. And they will advance from the Blackjacks. Oh, it was actually already airborne because the Momo representative leapt over one of the magnets. We're down to our 4 remaining teams. 5th through 8th set Pinkies, Racers, Green Ducks, and the Blackjacks. O'Rangers, Balls of Chaos. In semifinal 1. Solid impact sends both teams backwards pretty evenly. And that is reflected in the score, 2-2. We're going to overtime. We'll only have 2 marbles in the ramps. Got to be strategic here. They're spaced apart. What's the strategy? O'Rangers converge, and we're tied again. Differing strategies that we saw. Look at how close the O'Rangers were. Balls of Chaos tried to play it safe. Instead, one of theirs goes through an existing gap over on the right. Balls of Chaos and O'Rangers will go marble a marble. Oh, and the better brush off the wall goes to Balls of Chaos. Both marbles were sent sideways, but the O'Rangers received more force from Balls of Chaos, and as a result, had more energy peeling off toward that top side wall. Watch down here in the bottom. 2, almost 3 dominoes were nudged, but did not give. Cobalts and Momo to decide the other half of who makes it to the final. Cobalts go sideways. They're flirting with one of the openings down on the bottom, but they keep all 5 on. What a run by Cobalts. Finding safety wherever they can. Team Momo beaten by 3. O'Rangers and Team Momo will go off to the consolation round for bronze medal. Momo, O'Rangers, left and right respectively. Down they come. The lines were not even upon impact. What does this do? Momo's lost 2. O'Rangers holding 1. Watch top side. No, safe. O'Rangers, the hosts, will come away with the bronze. Former gold medalists some 6 years ago get another medal in front of the home crowd. Dan Fry, shout out to one of our sponsors for the Gliding Glaciers. Thank you for keeping the Marble League going. All right, the final. It's Cobalts and Balls of Chaos, if you could believe it. Down they come. Balls of Chaos shoot to the sides. 3 of them off already. All 5 of them off. The Cobalts win their first ever gold medal. A resounding victory in collision.